What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On the run, it's Harden. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
On third down, he drops to throw. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The option look. Now the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
To the air. It's Van Buren. Finds his tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Well, didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
The Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the lone running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
He wants to change this route. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the 1st.
Now adjusting. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Touchdown goes. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He leaves it with his back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum.
He's going up top. Pulls in the deep ball. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Really nice rhythm that time by the play caller because he ran the football on the last play. So this time he decides to go play action just to see if he could get the defense to freeze for a split second. And that's all the target needed. Off the play fake, he's able to work the route, win his one-on-one, makes the catch, and takes it in for a score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it behind the line. It's McKenzie. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think of.
And now on second down for this offense. Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He might want another play. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Looking deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Now the play fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Direct snap. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability to stop the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
On fourth down, going to the air. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Powers through. Still running at the 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
There he goes. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
To the air on first down. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got a chance. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
To the air on second down. Skips away from pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Looking for space. It's McKenzie. Plows through the defense. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Off play action on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. He's looking to throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Buys a little extra time. Fires downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And the Commodores need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Motion from the back. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the RPO, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Finds his man. It's Durham. Still on his feet. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set, and you still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
Second down, he'll throw it. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man. It's Durham. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They'll try the run. Find some fresh air. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll go to the ground. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one. LSU right back to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And, man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held them so many times, and, man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality, and they pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up by 17 over SMU. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Timeout, LSU.
The Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harden. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play, clock running. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the Commodores will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Grabbed over the middle. It's Parker. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking to throw on third. Caught close to the marker. It's Jones. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The play-action fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Unloads it left. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going to run it. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker.
Man, now and if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
Forced down in the pocket. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Smashes ahead.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run.
Throws toward the end zone. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
LSU quick to the line. Off play action. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Through the air, it's Van Buren. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You can tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Pulls and fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
A strike downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Going up top again. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the big fella. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab, it's Harden. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Commodores headed quickly to the line. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on third down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Oh, he wants it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. You could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the fourth down.
Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Durham. Turning it on. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Out of bounds at the 37. Good enough.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wide receiver going in motion. On the run, it's Durham. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. QB draw. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Got the quick completion. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Pulls it in. It's Canty. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Commodores moving quickly to the line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Just keep slinging it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Here comes the two-point try.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. That's caught. It's Green. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. Breaks the tackle. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Spits it out to the back. With the catch, it's Durham. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
To the air, it's Van Buren. He's got the tight end. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Finds the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Gonna let it fly. Got it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Commodores trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Touchdown, Vandy. Great job by the back on the option.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. The offense changing the play. From the gun. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Now on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll move the tight end. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the